Hi everyone, happy Sunday. Thank you for joining us on Super Sunday. We're here with Mr. and Mrs. Kat Owens, celebrity trainer. Thank you for joining us again in the Ladies Lounge on Jetsons Radio DC. And it is Jazz and Tea, as you already know. So we want to talk health, wellness, fitness, happiness, love, marriage, all that good stuff. So thank you for joining us today, guys.
Thank you for joining
Champ and
us.
Kat, these are our trainers.
Yes.
These are our trainers. You know what I'm saying? He's the trainer to the stars and stuff. So, we're so happy and honored to have both of them here today with us. And we're going to talk about, like I said, health, wellness, fitness, love, marriage, all that good stuff. So let me see. Give us your story. Tell us a little bit about yourselves. Tell us how you all began your health and wellness and your fitness journey, and what motivated you to want to share it with others, and what motivated you to want to pursue this as your full-time love.
Well, first, honestly, I didn't take training seriously at all, man. I used to play minor league basketball for 12 years, and training was just something that I liked doing because I used to work out all the time. And it started like 9 years ago, and it started at a small community center. And I would just train people, man, take them outside. It was limited, like, equipment, and we would run hills, and it was fun, But like I said, there was a lady named Miss Jenny. She was actually dying of cancer. And she would talk to me every morning, and she used to train all the senior citizens. Mm-hmm. And she was just like, hey, how you doing? I would always say, awesome. And she came to see me one day, and she said, look, I want you to take your career to another level. But at this time, it was so hard because it was crazy. Like I said, it was rock bottom. I was struggling, but it was something to just keep me out of the streets and just keep me focused. And I took I never forget, man, I studied for this test, and I took it, and I was so excited. And I failed the test. When I failed the first test, I'm in tears, man. I'm sitting in the community center, and I'm crying because I'm so competitive, and I felt like I lost. And I called my pastor, and he was like, look, it's not your time, so basically just keep studying, and it's going to happen. Mm-hmm. And that's pretty much what happened. You know what I'm saying? I took the test, and I got certified, and my career just took off.
Wow. Okay. So even with you telling your story of how everything started, but even prior to then, have you always been into fitness and living healthy? Like, was that an easy?
Always.
Was it easy?
Always.
It was always easy.
It was easy because I've always been competitive, like since a little boy, man.
Right.
I would try to be the fastest in the neighborhood, the strongest, the most athletic, and I would just always work out. So it was easy, but the easiest process, honestly, was when I transformed everything, and I had to really use my journey into my training sessions. Mm-hmm. And that's when the 5-second breaks come into play. So I know a lot of people are trying to wonder, like, where did that come from?
Right. So, Kat, even with you, like, how did your fitness journey start? Like, was that always from the beginning of childhood? Because sometimes as kids, it starts early. Right. You know what I'm saying? But then as we get older, as women, we be like, okay, it's about time. But sometimes it starts early. So when did yours start?
Funny you should say that, because my mom, I remember my sister and I would go to her workout classes. She would always do aerobics, and so she would take us, we'd sit there and do our homework while she's out there working out.
Right.
And she always used to do, there was a show called the 20-minute workout, and then there's Galad. And so when I got older, I, purchased all these DVDs, and so I was doing that at home.
Right.
I was doing the yoga, belly dancing, I did Galad, step aerobics, what else was it, like Bollywood dancing, anything that was coming out, yoga, I was just doing all of it.
Right.
So when we met, actually, so we would go on this bike trail. So we'd be out there, we went and bought bikes, we would be bike riding like, 10, 15 miles, like it was nothing.
Right.
And then walking, running, just all of it. Our dog, we'd take him out, and we'd go through the different little rivers that they had out there, throwing rocks for him. So we've always been active. Even when we go to the beach, they have like a bike trail. There's like this sand dunes trail. So we're just always active.
Right. And it's funny that even with you even saying that, and the question that I just asked, because my mom always been active, but in seeing her going to the gym, we had the treadmills in the house and everything, but I didn't become active until honestly 2005, after I had my son, because I've known Jazz since
Oh my God,
for
y'all
years,
don't want to
since
hear that
since 1999, and she's been trying to get me, and I'm like, I ain't walking, I ain't running. So it didn't hit me until 2005, after I had my son, which was my second child, and because even though I was only 26, which is fairly young, the weight that I gained and how I felt as a person to when I had my daughter 8 years prior was totally different.
Right.
Because I was 19 when I had her, so I snapped back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I snatched back. Like that's how they say I snatched back. But when I had my son, it wasn't no snatching back. You know. But since 2005 and now it's like
It's
I
such a
can't
big
stop.
difference. And the funny
You know
thing
what I'm
is
saying?
that
Like,
I
I can't
remember
stop.
when we first all moved to Waldorf and getting her on a treadmill. I'm not lying, y'all. This is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life because she couldn't understand how the track is moving up under you and how she was supposed to walk as the track was moving.
Right.
So I'm over here dying laughing, and our other friend Nikki, she was like, "Okay, well we have to slow it down for her," and she was like on 2.5. But to see her now, just
And that's
she's into
right.
it.
And that's why now where I'm at in my life, even as far as me and Champ within the last year,
Oh my God,
it's like it's crazy. Because again, going back to Jazz, this is a story I will never forget. She hit me up. She said, "Hey, you want to go with me to this boot camp?" And I said, "Why not?" So we went after work, and this is a funny story, but you probably even never know.
Yes,
We went there, and we both said, "Do we pay?" That's what we said. "Do we pay?" Jazz said, "I don't know because I didn't see nothing on the link." So we just did the class. And even after the class, we still was wondering, do we pay? And not one time did Champ say anything about money.
yes.
You know what I'm saying? And not one time did he say, "Hey, you know, you didn't pay me," or "Hey, this is that." You know what I'm saying? So it made us want to come back. You know what I'm saying?
And even everybody that we worked out with, everybody was very welcome because it seemed like they already had some type of interaction. They already knew each other.
Right.
But
right.
when I hit Tamara, I was just like, "You want to go?" I didn't have no more information. You know,
Right,
just like
right.
as I always do. I was just be like, "So you want to do it?" She'll
And
be like,
I'm
"Where we
dragging
going?"
along.
I
I'm
don't
like,
know.
okay.
Trying to hard though.
Right.
You know, like,
So this is like right now doing this interview with you guys. Like this is very special. Thank you for inviting
Yes,
us to
of
our
course.
home with Jesson's Radio, Jazz and Tea Ladies Lounge, and
Yes.
sharing your health and fitness story. So who inspires you, Champ? Like who inspires you to do what you want to do, keep it going, and just
I mean,
make the best out of what you do?
I mean, like starting out, it was my mom. You know, she inspired me. But as I started to grow, my career grew. It was basically my mom and my wife. You know, because like those are the only two that I really wanted to prove something and make them smile and make them happy. You know what I'm saying? So just being able to, think back to my mom and just seeing her face, when I couldn't provide for it, or even seeing my wife, back in the day when we first started dating. I just wanted to make them smile, man, and just, make them happy.
That's awesome. What about you, Ms. Kat? What was your inspiration?
Well, like I said, I just kind of, grew up around it. My mom was always, working out. And so, I want to try to stay in shape and keep fit. That's important. And as you get older, it's harder, to drop the weight and lose the weight. Because I remember when I was in high school, I would eat like a whole medium pizza from Pizza Hut, lose the weight like no problem. But now you really have to kind of put that effort in, watch what you eat. And so just wanting to, maintain a healthy lifestyle for me, definitely. And, of course, if I'm his wife, then I have to kind of,
Right. Even if you don't want to at times, you got to. Yeah, gotta like push one another, definitely. So, Champ, let me ask you this question. So, with your training styles and your thought process of when you do your workouts, like, how you come up with them? Like, what's your thought process?
Man, you know what's funny? Like I really don't plan ahead. I've always been excited that when I build my relationship up with God, I just went on what came to my mind. Like even when I did the workout video, I didn't try to, Sean T, they probably practice. I didn't practice. And the thing about my one-on-one sessions, even when I train you, I always greet my clients, man. Like, hey, what's up? You know, Miss Austin, how you doing today, man? How did you sleep? How you feel today? I'm programming everything in my head as you telling me how your day was. Because I always believe that a trainer, if you're planning, say for instance your back is hurting.
Right.
But I planned all this lower body and core work, but you walk up to me and you say, hey, Champ, my back is hurting today. If I was an average trainer, I got to rip that piece of paper up and I got to throw it away.
Right.
And I go with the flow. I always look at training just like boxing. You know, like you want to counter, you want to move. So like when I see your upper body getting burnt out, come on, let's go core.
Right.
Let's go lower body. Let's go explosion.
Right.
But the whole time I'm conditioning your mind.
Right. Yeah.
And that's true.
No, that's
that is so true.
Because when he say, let's do this, you're like, oh my goodness.
Gosh.
So, thank you. Oh, Keisha Alexander said, best answer ever.
Yes.
Thank you.
So, we want to thank you for joining us in JT Ladies Lounge with Champ Owens and Kat Owens. Businessman of Champ Workout. I know you see Jazz and I be working hard with these workouts. If you have any questions, any that you want to ask about health and fitness, health and wellness, here's the guy right now. Y'all ask me all the time. People ask me, yo, who is this guy? How? Listen, y'all see me in the virtual. Y'all see me in the boot camp. Y'all see me in one-on-one. So here is the opportunity
to
please
take
answer
advantage. We have them both right here.
that y'all want to ask when y'all ask me. So do it. Beth Howard said he does that too. I know.
Girl.
Oh,
when you must have said about how you just switch up everything.
Yeah,
1
Beth,
minute like.
I'm gonna say, you know, Beth, like that's a sweetheart, man. She's the sister of the Cat now, and I used to train Beth, and she'd give me this look, but she would always push at the end, man. She never complained. So look, shout out to Beth Howard out there, man.
And you know that's the thing I kind of understand what Beth is saying, because I be feeling some type of way sometimes. I'm looking at them like, I know you just seen me shaking, right? Like I know you see that everything is about to give out. And just when just when I think I'm done, and you're just like, but what are you doing? Why are you on the ground? Right. Get out. So I appreciate that extra push, because I know sometimes when I wake up in the morning, everything don't be on the same accord. So I have to wake up extra early to get to him, because he's already up and he hit me with the rise and grind. I'm like, but I've been up for 20 minutes. I'm rise. Because when he hit me, I'm like, damn, he must know I'm up.
That's how I would say, yes. Okay, nutrition.
Yes.
Is that a major part of health and fitness?
Mm-hmm.
Health and wellness, health and fitness. Like, is that a major part of it rather than just the working out?
Definitely.
And that's for both, just for both of y'all.
Definitely, man. Like, that's major, because you can be in the gym 7 days a week, 2 hours a day, but if you're not eating right, it's for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So you have to just, I know it's hard for people to really change, but even myself, I mean, my wife, she holds me down because I love to eat. But she always influenced me to eat healthier, you know what I'm saying, stay on top of me. But even if you can just change the sugars, or, start with smoothies, or even meal preps, it'll help you out tremendously.
Yeah, so what's some real quick, easy meal preps you guys do? Like,
so a typical breakfast, I guess, in our household is you can have your smoothies, but then there's also, you don't want to have those like artificial sweeteners.
Right.
So our typical smoothie. So I've been trying to adapt some of the keto diet, I guess, into some of our recipes. So even when they say with fruit, like fruit is like nature's candy. So they kind of stick to more of like the berries that don't have a lot of the sugar. So we're really doing like the strawberries, blackberries, raspberries, blueberries. And then we'll add some, non-fat Greek yogurt to it. Coconut oil, which is supposed to help, burn fat. So coconut oil is good. And then some almond milk or cashew milk. So that's our typical breakfast. Have some turkey bacon, and then we're usually good until I guess lunchtime.
Right.
And then if we have the ingredients around the house, we'll have like a Cobb salad. So that's really easy to make with your lettuce or kale, tomatoes, carrots, avocado, some egg, and some chicken. And then and if sometimes we'll have the turkey bacon or some some feta cheese,
Right.
and then the dressing. And they say not to do too much of the low fat stuff because they add more sugar, so it has a better taste to it.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, just as long as it's within moderation with your typical dressing, then that's fine. But yeah.
So do you believe in the cheat day?
Um,
No, I'm saying it. I mean, I was just saying because I have more cheat days than what I should.
Hey, I'm writing notes.
No,
I'm not into
I
nothing.
do, but I do try to moderate, I guess, because if I know I did bad that day,
Right.
I do try to say, well, because I ate that day, I'm not gonna do it this day.
yeah, I mean,
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
do cheat days, like, is there a such thing as cheat days?
I mean, they obviously happen, but
I know it is, but
It happens every time.
it's not that bad,
Yeah,
right? And like, it's not that bad. It's not the end of the world.
it's not the end of the world. But when you're trying to make that transition,
Right.
you can't just go
I know.
completely cold
I
turkey and just cut out
know.
everything.
Right.
So in order, I think, to be successful, you might have to, like, let's say if you're accustomed to eating, say, 3 or 4 cookies,
Yes.
eat just one.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
so,
Right.
but
Right.
then you have
Right.
to keep in mind that one cookie is going to be, equate to what, 3 hours in the gym to kind of burn it off
Right.
on your cheat day.
Right.
So, and I think as time goes on, it'll get easier that your body doesn't crave those sugars and things like that also. So it's just, taking the steps to get to, eating a healthy lifestyle. But
Let me tell y'all what was funny. I was talking to Champ about this interview, and he said, "What you eating?" No, what you eating? Because I was talking about sugar. And before I could make up a lie, damn it, I said, "I'm eating some cookies." He was like, "For real?" I said, "But Champ, I ain't ate nothing all day. I swear I'm gonna work it off. It's only 3 cookies." And he was like, 3 cookies? And so I already felt bad because I was eating them, but I had baked them, y'all. It was
Right.
fresh.
Right.
And it was good. But I forgot who I was talking to.
Right.
And I told you the truth. But the funny thing is that he was laughing just like that, like, for real. And
Right.
I couldn't do nothing but laugh. I was like, well, damn it, I already know what's going to happen. I already know it's extra punishment coming. But, it's cheat days happen, cheat things happen. It's just as long as you don't do it consistently, right?
Right.
As long as you don't make it like a part of your everyday regimen.
And you're trying to make that change. You're not just having your cheat days and be like, oh well, it don't matter. It's all good, because you have to feel some type of, what's the word? I'm trying to
Balance, like
balance
the
or
good
feel
with the
bad.
bad.
Because when you eat it, you feel bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're like,
But it
I shouldn't have
tastes
ate
so
it.
But honestly, not really. I mean, I don't really feel bad when I have a cheat day. Honestly, like today, we had a Whopper with cheese.
Whopper with
But
cheese.
but the thing of it is, like, we've been doing yard work from 8 o'clock.
Right.
We did
Yeah.
a light workout today, so I mean the scale keep going down.
Right. Right.
So,
Right.
But it's like a progression, because like we used to keep things in the pantry, like chips. So then we would cut back to like reduced fat chips. Then it was like, okay, when we're doing pretzels or like some homemade popcorn without salt and butter. And then eventually it's just like you don't even buy the stuff. So we don't have any of that in our pantry, because if you don't have it, you don't eat it.
yeah.
Right.
So it's more like buying,
Sure.
like
Right,
healthier, some nuts to keep on stock. I've been, what else we get? Like rice cakes. And he, a lot of stuff, he's like, I'm not eating that.
I ain't eating no rice
Yeah.
cakes.
I'm like, just taste a piece of it.
Right,
It's
right.
not that bad. Yeah, he's starting to eat the yogurt. When he wants something sweet, he eats like the yogurt with the fruit.
Right.
So that,
Right. So what about somebody that works out on a consistent basis, and that one day or them 2-3 days they fall off track because of going out of town, or just it could just be sometimes you do feel like I just need a relaxation, I just need to stop. Like, how do you push somebody or keep them motivated when they off track?
But I mean, the main thing I can always tell when my clients are off track, because I mean, just talking to you, especially virtually. But I mean, the thing about when you're going out of town, just at least get some cardio in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if you eating, it's cool to eat, but the very next day you have to make it up. And with virtual training, there's really no excuse for you to slip unless you just in relax mode, because you can easily just train. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right. So what do you guys do? And this is for both of y'all. That's another workout method that you guys incorporate in your health and fitness besides just doing cardio and boxing? Because I know, Kat, you do a little bit of yoga, so that's
Right.
and it's crazy because I know yoga is deeper than what I look at it, but to me, I know it's more than a workout. Because to me, it's like I don't feel like if I'm getting any workout done doing the yoga. You know what I'm saying? So explain to us in the audience, like what really is yoga for people who don't understand and what impact it does have on your body and your mind and all that.
Well, so I probably had the same perception when I started yoga. So I was in undergrad. I think I was like my last semester in school, and I had to take a fine art. So I was trying to take something that was easy. It was like in the summertime to get my credits done. So I said, oh, yoga, that sounds like fun. So I signed up for yoga. And it's actually not where people think it's just like meditation where you're just like laying and relaxing. It's really not. And now as yoga has, I guess further developed, there's so many different types. But when I was doing yoga, it was vinyasa. So it's basically you're moving through all the different movements and you don't hold the poses very long. And so you actually do get a workout. And then, when you're stretching your muscles, it helps you when you're doing other work that makes you, when you're flexible, which is going to help you as you get older, you're less than likely to fall or injure yourself. And so I've been able to maintain my flexibility just by doing yoga. And sometimes, like if your back gets stiff, you just feel like you need to go and just get that good stretch. And you do sweat. But again, it's like different types of yoga that they have. I know now they have like hot yoga. My remember instructor was always like, oh, just, rub the sweat back into your skin. And they purposely keep the room warm. So you're like burning more calories, you're sweating. And you do, honestly, you get a workout. We had a couple guys in the class, they were really stiff. And then by the end of the class, you could see even their flexibility had increased.
Right.
So you do get a workout. And, we try to incorporate, it could be like even just parking like at the back of a parking lot. And we're going to a store just so you get those extra steps. And like he said, we were doing all this yard work all day.
Right.
And it doesn't sound like it's a workout, but it is.
Yeah, yes.
So we're like, we were out there like 8 o'clock until basically about an hour before you guys came over. So that's our workout for the day.
Right. Nice.
Wash the car.
Yes.
Gardening. All that.
Right. It definitely sounds like a workout. I'm tired just listening.
So we want to thank you for joining us at JT Ladies Lounge, Jetson's Radio DC with Champ and Kat Owens, celebrity, professional, trainer. If you want to hit us up and you got questions, stay tuned. We're going to take a little break. Again, like I said, you guys have always asked me constantly, who is this guy? What he do? I can't do what you do or whatever. It takes time. Trust me. Where I'm at right now in my workout game and health and fitness, I wasn't always there. What I was doing prior to meeting Champ, I'm not going to say it's not nothing because it was something because I've been doing it for a while, but it's I can't even compare.
It's times 30.
Yeah.
It's times 30.
I can't even compare.
He just kicked up the notch on everything we thought we was.
So here is the opportunity to ask the questions and just join us and get the story, the life story of how he became the professional trainer and how Kat Owens, Kat Owens keep him motivated and pushing and everything. So stay tuned until we come back for like another 3 minutes.
We probably take 5.
Or 6.
All right.
Thank you.
conversation.
Mhm. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for joining us in the Ladies Lounge on Jetsons Radio DC. We are here for Super Sunday, Health and Wellness Edition with Mr. Kat. With Mr. Champ and Mrs. Kat Owens. Thank you guys so much for joining us here. If you didn't tune in earlier, make sure you watch the replay. We was talking about how they started their journey, some health and wellness things, some quick meals, just the mindset of a trainer. So we want to continue the show, and we actually want to ask you guys, like, within your busy lives, within, being an entrepreneur, within working and yard, because that's a yard. With all, with everything they do in their daily lives, like, how do you maintain health and wellness and fitness? Like, how do you fit that into such a busy schedule?
Well, I'd say for me, I'm like a night person. So it kind of works out, when I get home from work and I get settled, cook dinner, that I can, go downstairs because we have, some workout equipment down in the basement. And then, of course, always have access to him. So when he has an opening, I'll go on to his system and stuff. And go on and schedule, an appointment. So he knows that I like to work out in the evening. So it kind of just works out that we just have that time and we just make it a point. Even if we just say we're going to take a walk around the neighborhood, we just get it in. Even if it's just 30 minutes. 30 minutes is better than nothing. So that's always my mindset.
Right. So, okay, I have a question for you. Like, for Tamara just told me how to say this, and it's not going to come out right. For women that are
what piece of advice would you give to women who want to start their fitness journey? Like, because with women, it's me not saying that men don't, feel insecure about their bodies or they might not want to look good. But I don't know. I guess being a woman I think it's harder on us. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So what's your advice of?
Well, number one, don't compare yourself to other people, other women, because everyone's body is different.
Yeah. Right.
So I might gain weight in one place and someone else is going to gain weight in another. And you can't force your body to lose weight in these certain areas. Of course, you can work on, do exercises to tone up those, but that's the first thing. Just accept the body that you were given, and just start and just be committed and just continue to motivate others and just continue to work out. Don't give up. You're not gonna. It takes time to gain the weight, so of course it's gonna take time to lose it. So don't start working out and expect that you're gonna see results within 3 days or even a couple of weeks. I mean, it's gonna take some time. You may not see any movement on the scale, but your jeans or your pants might fit looser.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's just keep pushing, and you will see results. But again, just don't compare yourself to other women because everyone's different.
Right. And then we do that. Mm-hmm. That's the bad part. That we do that. Be like, oh, why we work out the same way, or she stopped doing this.
I do realize me and Tamara work out a lot, and she has a higher metabolism. Mm-hmm. And I'm not lying. Even when we were in the basement doing Shaun T, it pissed me off that she over there like turbo doing the steps, and I'm over there trying to keep on rhythm with him, and she over there like, she want everything extra fast, and I'm already about to die, but her metabolism is higher than mine. So I realized that when she go home, I gotta do something extra because she burned faster than I do. But what I stopped doing was comparing my weight loss to her journey and start using it as my motivation to keep me doing what I do, plus a little more, because I know I have to go a little bit harder because I'm old and crusty now. So it's not as easy for me to lose weight as it was when I was in my early 20s. But I don't mind that though, because it's motivation. You know what I'm saying? So when I do eat my cookies, it was that one time.
So, Champ, let me ask you this question. How does your clients motivate you?
Yes.
You motivate the clients, but how do they motivate you?
Man, I get motivated each and every day, man. Just like last week, I did a push-up challenge. Mm-hmm. And the thing that I wanted to do, because I knew my clients were going to push, but what I did was I said, okay, I think my first client was KL. And basically what I did push-ups with them. Mm-hmm. So they always keep me on point. If it's racing or push-ups or whatever, but they motivate me each and every day.
Right. So for somebody who, like, I know everybody body type is different when it comes to male and female. Everybody, you know, have them cheat days. They may not be as motivated as others. But if someone was to stick with your meal plan, your workout regimen, and they sticking to it, what's the average turnaround that the person could see actually, like some results, they progress? Like from you training, what's the average turnaround time that somebody has says to you, I'm seeing results?
3 weeks to a month.
Right. Wow.
3 weeks to a month. I mean, you know, that's why I created the 60-day Choose Lose challenge, because what I wanted to do, the main thing is once you can control your mind and you condition your mind, the rest is easy.
Right.
That's why I get all my clients to, you know, send me a picture of their meals each and every day. Because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to build habits. They send me their weight once a week. I'm trying to create habits. So when somebody is doing all of this stuff right here and they're pushing themselves and they know how to do the cardio, they know how to push. I do a lot on Wednesday and Thursdays. I do 5-minute challenges because I want to show people what you can do in 5 minutes. If you do all of that in 60 days, success. And that's the only way I can put it.
Right. And even what you're saying about your challenges, let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you one challenge that I did that I could not believe I did it, but I was in my living room like, this is unbelievable. Champ a couple of months ago did the step challenge. You had to reach a certain amount of steps, and you had to compare with somebody else within a group. So I wound up comparing with my sister because you couldn't have, you know, it had to be like a high and low, something like that. Like, you know, not that everybody's on the same page, but you had to compare yourself with somebody, you know, to push one another. And what I tell you, like my sister, she was a walker. Like even before the step challenge, she would say, I gotta lose weight. She was walking every day. Every time her Fitbit went off, every 30 minutes, she was walking. So when Champ did this challenge, I said, let's do it. But we actually couldn't do it because we was within the same group. So I wound up doing it with somebody else. But when I tell you, I was in my living room, stepping, running up and down the hallway. Like I have never did that in my life. But I was trying to get these steps with this challenge. I'm literally in my living room, like running in the kitchen, stepping. Like, I'm like, this is crazy. Every minute that I was able to take a break from work, I shouldn't be saying this, but I am. Every minute I was able to take a break from work, I'm walking to the gift shop just to say I got some steps in. So when I tell you these challenges, they not just to push you, to help you to be healthy and, you know, to get your life on track and, you know, just to live a better life. It's just to let you know that you can, yes, you can do it. You know, you didn't give up. It's a challenge. Because I know at some points when we have challenges in our life, it don't necessarily have to be about working out. We say, oh, I can't do it, or I go back to it tomorrow. You know, I hold off for another day. But you couldn't do that because you had to get these certain amount of steps in by 12 midnight. So it wasn't no hold off that I got 2,000 steps so I can continue tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? You had to do it by 12 p.m. So I'm telling you, and it's times that Champ did challenges, and I'm like, I'm going to pass this one up. Because they good, but mentally sometimes it's just like, can't do it. But what's the next step in your career, Champ? Like, what within the last year that I have known you and what you have shown and the way you progressed, you share your story all the time.
Yes.
So I can only imagine where you were at and where you're at now. But where I've seen that you have progressed, and I see, you know, Kat pushing you on and doing her thing as your wife. What is your next step in your career?
Man, just honestly, I just want to help more people, man. You know, that's pretty much it. Like, you know, what I try to do, man, is just I try to get my plans and I try to share them with God, and I let Him guide me. You know what I'm saying? You know, when I think back a year ago, you know, I had a couple clients. We used to do a lot of boot camps in the park in the summer. And I just gave up a government contract, and we was having fun in the summertime. And one of my clients, I really can't say her name, she said, Champ, it's about to get cold. Like, what are we gonna do? Honestly, I had no idea what we was gonna do. I didn't know who we was gonna train, but what I did, I kept leaning on God, and I never forget, it was like a couple days before Thanksgiving, this idea came about virtual training, and it took off, man, and it's unbelievable. But I'm just gonna keep leaning on God and keep learning.
So what else can we expect from you? I mean, you got the virtual training joint jumping off. Let us know what just happened a couple weekends ago.
Man, it's
Let's
crazy.
talk about that.
It's
Good
crazy.
stuff.
So a month ago, I went to a Ravens event, and I did a camp out there. And my guy Monty, he's my brother, he's my mentor. He said, Champ, I want you to go over there and talk to Ricky. I said, cool. So I'm talking to Ricky, and Ricky is with Burn Along. And he said, Champ, we're so excited. We've been following, all of your virtue stuff, whatever. I want you to give us a call at 4 p.m. I'm like, all right, cool. I took his business card. I gave Ricky a call at 4 p.m. He offered me a contract, and he pretty much said, look, Beachbody has Sean T. Burn Along needs you.
Awesome.
And I got excited. And 2 weeks after that, Monty said, look, bro, we still got to grind. We can't relax. I need you to be at FedEx Field. We got the Washington Redskins cheerleaders. That pretty much was it. And I said, okay, cool. I went to that event. Right after that, Under Armour contacted me. And when Under Armour contacted me, they offered me a contract. And just so many doors is just opening up, you know what I'm saying? And once again, I got to give all credit and praise to God.
That's amazing.
Right.
That is amazing. So, Miss Kat, because I'm just curious, like something quick, like a quick workout or yoga exercise that moms can do. Just something quick, maybe 5 minutes. That don't kill you, because if you ask Champ about 5 minutes, you're gonna die. Okay? Don't ask him about a 5-minute workout. You're gonna die.
You're right, because he's gonna say get 100 squats.
You're gonna 100 squats
within a
15
minute.
burpees.
Right. Everything under a minute.
Everything
for 5
under
minutes.
Yes, for 5 minutes is gonna be the best and worst 5 minutes of your life. But maybe in the morning before you get breakfast started, or before the kids wake up and all that calamity starts in the morning, just something real quick, 5 minutes that a busy mom, working wife, or somebody that just don't got 5 minutes in the morning. What can they do to at least incorporate some type of exercise in their life?
I mean, 5 minutes, you could do a minute of squats, you could do a minute of sit-ups, you could run in place for a minute. I mean, just anything to get your body moving, anything that you like to do. Of course, you should always start with a good stretch. But yeah, but like with the yoga, I would say yoga for like the 5 minutes, because it's like there are like sequences of events, I guess, sequences of poses when you're doing like the vinyasa yoga. So I think, but again, just doing something like squats, sit-ups, jumping jacks, all the things that Champ is always talking about, push-ups, anything like within 5 minutes. And even if you break up those 5 minutes throughout the day, so if you say, okay, in the morning I'm gonna do 5 minutes of sit-ups, then I'm gonna do 5 minutes of jumping jacks, and just break it up, and then by the end of the day you can even have your 30 minutes of a workout.
True.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess I have to ask Champ.
I mean, off the top of my head, if everyone is out there right now and you want to work out, I'll start the clock. It's a 5-minute workout. What I would do is, first thing we're going to do jumping jacks.
Yes.
Right after the jump jacks, 5, 4, 3, 2. The 5 seconds is going to go so quick, so really it's like 2 seconds. Then we're going to go high knees. Come on, you got to get your knees up all the way. Then we're going to get squats. Then we're going to burpees. Then we're going to push-ups. And then core is our break. So we'll do sit-ups, then we jump right back up, then we're going to do mountain climbs.
And all that in 5
And
minutes.
all that in 5 minutes, honey. There is no break.
No
Core
break.
is your break. It sounds good when he's saying it, but trust me.
All right, so Champ, with you being the actual trainer, I know you have one exercise that you even hate probably doing.
Honestly, I love all exercise.
So it's not one that you feel like,
Nah,
I do this.
It's not one. I'm gonna tell you a funny story. Like back in the day, my wife used to always look at the line. So her favorite exercise was throwdown. So she did teach me throwdown.
Uh-huh.
Because I never did throwdowns. I just always thought throwdowns were easy, but we had to do throwdowns before we went to sleep at night. And I mean, 2 minutes was throwdowns. I mean, she slammed my legs now, so. But nah, I love all exercise.
Oh, okay, look, Kiana said, child, laugh out loud.
So what's the next boot camp? What's the next event?
Well, the next event is going to be in Ocean City. That's going to be Saturday. I'm doing it with Monty Sanders. He's
What's
the person,
Saturday?
the 26th. Yeah, August 26th. Monty Sanders, just a little bit about Monty. He's the personal trainer of Ray Lewis. We're going to go out there. We have 2 boot camp classes. We have 6 to 7 a.m. and we have 10 to 11 a.m. Everybody out there, look, if you guys are interested, man, make sure you join the fitness group, Champ Workout Extreme Fitness. Hey, we would love to see you in Ocean City, man. We're going to have a ball out there. So come on out there and have some fun. Right after that, a couple weeks after that, me and Kat, we're going to New York. Shout out to Todd Beerland for bringing me up the Bronx. And we're doing a big, huge boot camp out there at Soundly Park.
That's what's up. So y'all travel.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You were just in, where do we go?
Germantown.
Germantown.
We did.
Oh, yeah,
That's a hike
yesterday.
from here.
Yeah,
I can imagine. Yeah.
It's at least an hour without traffic, so that's
right,
yeah.
right.
So that's out of town.
Oh, man. It felt like I was in Kentucky. Man. I said cows. And then Kat wanted to go to some pond. She wanted to, we just got a pond.
Y'all wanted to get some more
So
fish.
she wanted some fish, right?
No. We needed plants. We needed some new plants. And there's not a lot of pond stores around here, so we're driving. So it's another 30 minutes north of where we were. And then, so we're out there, because most pond stores are like in the middle of nowhere. So then our services are working. So with GPS, like, where do you get lost? He's like, where are you? And I look over him because I know he's like, why does she have me out here? And he's just shaking his head. And I was like, it's got good reviews. So we need to get some good pond plants and, protect the fish from the birds. So they don't snatch them out of the pond. But yeah, we have all these hawks flying around out here.
Man, one thing that I had to put into use yesterday was the number one advice that when I was getting married, they say, look, to keep your wife happy, just say okay.
Mm-hmm.
And yesterday when I got out that car, man, I'm looking around. I said, man, okay with the smile.
But you were picking out plants too.
I like
the
tropical
tropical plants. So
Mm.
the tropical plants he likes are the ones that are, huge, the huge leaves, but they can't survive in this, I guess, outside here. So we just have to bring them in the house, or you just don't get them. Because it is a lot of work to try to maintain them over the winter, to make them survive. But they do make nice plants. So.
See, I told y'all they got a yard and plants and tropical fish and hawks and all that good stuff going on. So thank you guys so much again for joining us. Do you have anything in the local area that's coming up?
Or anything I just want to share before we close, or just a piece of advice, anything. Like, we're leaving the table out to you guys just
To close
To
out,
close
to
out.
let people know how
To
they
say
can contact you and all that good
like-
stuff.
Everyone out there, look, I just released a workout video. You can go to www.burnalong.com. You got to put in a free promo code. It's C21FITM. Go in there, man. Check out my 20-minute workout. It's crucial, but just make sure everybody out there, tell your friends, tell your family, your coworkers, please join my fitness group. It's Champ Workout Extreme Fitness Group. And tonight, 66 sessions, 160. Come on and join Worldwide Virtual, man. I'm right here. Let's get some success together.
Yes, and you definitely will not regret it. Trust me. Trust me. And you will see results, because if you don't see them, he gonna make you work until you see them. Okay? It's definitely worth it.
oh, if you don't see them, you're not doing something right.
Exactly.
And Kat, we're gonna leave the floor to you. If you just want to close out and just say something before we end the show, it's all yours.
I would just say, so yesterday we were at this health and wellness fair out in Germantown. So a lot of people were coming up to the table asking questions. It was, the majority were women.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of women were saying they didn't feel comfortable, going to a boot camp. They just felt intimidated. Sometimes you go to a gym and you see people who you think are in a lot more, shape than you are.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was just trying to, explain to them that, he does the virtual sessions one-on-one, or even if you wanted to do a one-on-one face-to-face session, so that you can feel comfortable, and then you can build yourself up where you can feel comfortable to come out to a boot camp, and then you can kind of almost like, you know, fellowship with other people who have that same lifestyle,
Right.
and then you build friendships, and you know, it's like a workout family. So then,
Yes,
of course, when
yes.
you surround yourself around people who are trying to do the same thing as you, then it's an easier way to maintain what your healthy eating and working out. So, you know, just take that first step and don't be scared, and you know, you'll
Right.
definitely see results. And then you're gonna be that person that's at the gym that people are looking at and saying, "Oh, I wish I could be like her."
Yes,
Or, you know.
yes. No, you right,
You are
because
absolutely
even
right.
with, you know, doing stepping out of the box and just going to a boot camp, going to the gym by myself, like I'm telling you, when I tell you I've never imagined that, like I was just always so comfortable with working out in the house.
Right.
Man, we
You
did
know
so
what
much
I'm saying?
Billy Blanks.
Like
Yes.
Lord, we was really,
Right.
we was high mode
I was
out.
just so comfortable with working out in the house, and I'm like, I don't want to go to the gym. You know, I don't want nobody to see me. I don't know how to work the machine. And even now, sometimes when I do a worship with Champ say, go to this machine. I'm like, okay, I don't know how to do it, but I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? So I have my favorites that I stick to, but when Champs throw an extra machine out there that I don't even know, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do it. Because if it wasn't for Champ to say to do it, I know I would not do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It
Because
took me 10 to 15 years to get her in the gym. So clearly, you know, if we had that trouble getting her through the door, a machine was completely different. You know what I'm saying? But I'm excited for my friend and her fitness journey, and trust me, she's a whole gym rat. You know what I'm saying? She's official now. So I'm just excited to that. You know, it's been a long time coming. You know what I'm saying? I'm so proud of you, honey. You've done such a good job.
Thank
Proud
you,
of my
thank you. But before we close, once again, we're gonna thank you for joining
Yes,
Jazz and
thank you
T
so
with
much.
JC Ladies Lounge on Justin's Radio. Thank you, Champ Owens. Thank you, Kat
Yes,
Owens,
yes,
for
yes.
having
Okay.
us in your home and sitting down with us for this last hour
Mhm.
and just, you know, laughing and discussing this health and wellness lifestyle that you guys have to offer to everybody out there.
If you have any more questions, you can continue the conversation on this feed. You can always email us if you don't want to put your business in the street. You can email us at tl2withjazandT@yahoo.com. If you need a personal virtual trainer,
If
that
you're not in
gets
the
it
local area, if you're not in the
Yes.
DMV area,
and even if you are, because we're in the local area, we still train virtual
Right.
and in person, and whenever we can fit
right,
it in,
right.
you know, we go straight to him. So, Champ, your group information again, what is it?
It's Champ Workout Extreme Fitness Group. So go in there, come on and join. Let's get some work, man. Look, you have to start somewhere, man, you know, and just motivate yourself. You know, think about one goal, get started. It's not a rush situation. It's a process, man. Just come on and join, and I got you.
All right, and you can hit us up at TL2 with Jazz and TL2 with Jazz and T on, what is it, yahoo.com.
Yes.
Also on YouTube at JT Ladies Lounge. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.
Night.
Thank you.